Hi, Jawahar. I'm just looking at your writing here. This looks pretty good. First, you started off with a title and you wrote on lined paper, thank God, and you've left space in between, which is good. Okay, right now, a lot of us thought themselves that. Okay, Jawahar, let's see where we finished off here. Sorry about that interruption. In fact, there is a spectrum of clinical states between health and illness. First spectrum is the healthy people who have no detectable abnormalities. Then there are normal people with bad habits like smoking, characteristics like being overweight. Okay, so you're going into um, explaining exactly what each step is in the iceberg, but you haven't explained what the iceberg is. Okay, you've only explained the expression, the tip of the iceberg. Um, And so I'll just continue on here. The third spectrum includes people without signs or symptoms, but already be in some grandfather of morbidity state. Okay, I don't think that's the right expression. I think you want to say, yeah, they're in starting a morbid state, maybe. Then people with symptoms of disease only. So they are shown to have preclinical disease. The fourth spectrum people with obvious signs and symptoms, so they are likely to offer themselves for treatment. Okay, they don't offer. This is sort of an odd way to say it. They don't offer themselves for treatment. They seek treatment, maybe. Finally, in the top of the iceberg are people that are terminally ill. Um, okay, uh, in the process of dying. Okay. In most cases, patients see the doctor when their disease is so advanced because at that time they feel spelling mistake very sick. This is why we call it the clinical iceberg. Okay, this isn't why we call it the clinical iceberg. We call it the clinical iceberg because we can only see the very sick people and people that are have bad habits and all that we can't see, and eventually it leads to illness. Okay, so I think the problem here is you've done a pretty good job explaining each step. That's great, and you've concluded fairly well, but you haven't done the actual task, which is explain what iceberg is. Okay, but we can fix that, and your writing's not bad, just a few small grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes. um, but other than that, pretty good. So good first effort, I'd say.